you know what I'm saying, trying to stay sucker free and, trying to be honorable,
Uh-huh.
you
Why'd you use
know.
the word honorable?
Because it's just a lot of foul stuff going on just in the entertainment business period. Like how how people use colloquialisms and say, you can be anything you want. Don't give up, keep going, blah, blah,
Uh-huh.
blah. The famous quotes. But
Uh-huh.
the part that they don't tell you is that the people that's saying that are usually the people that's holding you back.
Oh
You
man.
know, talent is one thing, but I know that I'm sure you're talking about boxing. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. Talking about boxing, it's like they pick and choose who they want to be world champions. They pick and choose who they want to be, the face of the sport. It's not about how good you are, because if that was, I'll be on the top of the game. You know what I'm saying, in the super middleweight division.
Mm.
So
And
go ahead, Fred. I'm sorry.
no, I'm listening. DB, feel free to call in. Go ahead. It's all
Now,
you.
so me, after my last win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm giving a little bit, of, a little, before I say this, I'm not talking about anybody, but I'm a man of truth, so all I know how to do is tell the truth. And I got that following a 3 weeks notice.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Mm.
I didn't get no training expense money, and I'm about to just get to the people that's listening to the ugly side of the sport, like, because they just see it on TV, the tanks, and they think boxing is that. But I'm gonna give them the ugly side of the game. I got that fight on a 3 weeks notice. I didn't get no training expense money.
Mm.
And I was told I had to make 168. Mind you,
Go ahead, mind you.
Fred,
Yeah, you said
can
mind you've never made
you
one.
hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Can you
Can
hear
you?
me, Fred?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll beam you out and you just come right back in. I'm gonna kick you out and come back in.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh, you can hear me now?
I'm giving the people, and I got the fight on a 3 weeks notice. No sparring, no training expense money,
Mm.
and basically what I was asked to do was walk on water. I've never been 168 in my life, so that was to humiliate me, you know. But of course, we all seen that didn't happen. Like, it was one thing that I can do is fight. That's one thing I can do. As long as you put me in the ring, I'm gonna fight and I'm going to win.
Mm.
Like, a lot of these guys are not good to me. Guys, all these guys they promoting about, oh, he knocked out this guy, he beat this guy, he beat this guy. These guys are being pampered. These guys are being pampered, and then the public don't know shit about boxing. They may look and say, "Oh, he got losses," but what they don't realize is I've been fighting the weight class for 10 years, in a weight class that I'm too small for, and only been stopped one time, and that's by the baddest dude on the planet at that time. That's by Coach Sergey Kovalev. If you look at the people I beat after that, I'm beating live bodies. That's just between me and these other guys. I'm beating live bodies. I'm beating guys who's coming to win. If you look at a lot of these super middleweight so-called champions, they beating dead men, guys who brain dead before they step in the ring.
Mm.
I'm fighting live bodies, guys that really believe they can beat me, and I'm beating it out of them. I'm beating tough journeymen, prospects, champions, and I'm beating these guys by a wide margin. These fights are not even close, and I have no support. I
Mm.
have no support. I don't have people putting millions of dollars behind me. I'm used as an in-house opponent. And I'm putting out work. Fred, you see it. I'm putting out work every time. Listen, nobody expected me to beat Uskatagi like that. Nobody.
8-1.
Nobody.
Uh-huh.
And Fred, you did an interview. We did an interview before the fight.
Yeah. In the lobby. In the
Listen, what was
lobby.
mine? I said this, I'm gonna crush this kid. I
Yeah.
said I'm gonna crush him. I don't care about what they trying to make him, because one thing most champions are all hype.
Mm.
They all hype. If you really look at a guy's record, somebody they call a champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you really get these guys' records, you be like, who did you beat? If you look at most of these guys' record, right? They either fighting somebody that used to have a big name 30 years ago, or they fighting somebody that's super small and they making them move up. So it's like, and all the other stuff that go on behind the scenes, I like to call them the special vitamins these fighters take. with the special vitamins, having the judges on your side, it's like wrestling. It's like everything's set up in your favor to win. You should be world champion. I'm not impressed with that. Why I think I'm the best is because I'm winning fights I'm supposed to lose every time out, and they trying to make it a lose-lose situation for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't making half the money these guys is making. I'm making pennies. These guys fighting bums, making millions. I'm making pennies. Listen, Fred, I got the job. I got to be to work in 2 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's unfair. I think it's unfair that they trying to do this to me all because I'm asking to be treated like a human being.
Right. People ask, are you still signed to TMT or no? You're a free agent.
Fred,
you can't hear. Damn, I'm gonna kick you out and bring you back in.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick you out and kick you back in. Yeah, so we'll continue the conversation when he comes back in, and we'll go from there. Yeah, he got to be to work in 2 hours, man. And I'll say this: he should have had a fight after. I mean, that was a big win, Uzataki. That was a big win against. That was on the Tank undercard. That was on the Tank undercard where he beat Uzataki DB when DB fought. I mean, when Tank fought. When Tank fought Gamboa. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
So people are asking, DB, the co-host is on. DB, Lonnie B, DB.
What's going on?
Brother Pete.
What's going on, champ?
I feel like $1 million. Hey, feel like $1 million.
So
man, I can't wait. Yeah, hey, I can't wait to get $1 million and feel like you.
Facts.
It ain't always cracked up to be.
Well, hey, I can't wait to experience that. I want to experience it. Hey, I want to be able to say that to somebody.
Right. Man. People are asking, are you still signed with TMT?
See, the thing is, I was with the money for a few years, but my contract expired. They were still getting me fights. You know, so I said I moved down to super middleweight, and they were still getting me fights, and we still do, you know what I mean? We still do business. I was offered a fight with the kid David Morrell, the paper champ. I mean the Cuban champion, the kid that got 4 fights that they think is so good, but they turned it. I said I'll fight him, and they turned it down. It was for 60,000, but I still took it. I said I got to get back in the ring. It's for a belt. The money low, but you know I'm gonna crush this kid, and now I have a belt. So hopefully I start getting paid what I deserve. But you know, boxing is so messed up. They still find a way not to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I completely understand. Judah Israel jumping in saying, "What's up? Appreciate the support." Why has it been so slow in between Tank Davis till now? The Tank Davis undercard until now.
Well, because it's like what I believe is that the politics can't use me the way they want to use me. Like the fact is, now if I would have lost that Uzataki fight, I would have fought 3 times since that fight. But I think I think these guys are scared of me, and I hate saying people scared of me because I'm not God. But I know they believe that they know that if they fight me, it's gonna be a fight, and there's no punk in me. I'm not. I've been through hell and back. I've been in a lot of these super middleweight champions. I've been in tougher amateur fights than fighting these guys. You know what I'm saying? And boxing is a bullying type of sport. It's a bullying. What it is the rich picks on the poor. You know what I'm saying? But they bark up this tree, you know, it's gonna be hell to pay, and that's a promise. Like listen, I don't care who they think is good. See, a lot of these guys just know the business part, but they don't know the jungle part. I'm a master in the jungle part. A lot of these super middleweight guys is bitches. Excuse my language, but they bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I see right through them, and I just don't believe nobody at super middleweight can beat me. I don't care who it is. All I'm asking is to be paid fair. I'm not asking for $10 million. I'm just like, yo, treat me fair. You know what I'm saying? Treat me fair. So I want to buy a house. I want to be, You know what I'm saying? Like I put my life into this. I put 17 years and I paid my dues. I fought for short money, no money, short notice, tough fights. I've done everything that success require, and I think the powers to be is mad. Like who he think he is to. We try to ask him to walk on water, and he actually go do it. So I think that's where I offended. Winning that fight, I offended a lot of people in high places. But hey, I'm a fighter. You put me in the ring, and I'm going to fight. You know, I'm not coming to lose. I'm not coming to take no dive. I don't care about who in front of me. I don't look at these guys as like, oh, he's like, say if I was to fight David, like, or Canelo, like I don't look like when we get in the ring, I don't look at guys like, oh my God, he's just champion. I look at him, my mentality is fuck him. He going to sleep. He going to sleep. Like I got hands like him. Hey, it's a possibility he can knock me out, but but guess what? He going to have to go through hell to do it. Right. And then that's my mentality. You know what I'm saying?
And has there been any conversations with you and Leonard Ellerbe?
No.
Floyd?
No, not really. No. Okay. Nothing. To, you know, and I just think boxing is so political. Well, I think I'm stagnant right now. Boxing is so political. Like it's not about who can fight the best no more. It's about who can lie the best. That's what it's about. It's about how many followers you got. How much jewelry can you wear in the club? Like it's like how tight can your pants be?
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. And that's why promoters, I ain't gonna say no names, but I try to fight guys and promoters saying, "Oh, you too dangerous. We're not letting you fight him. We got too much money invested in him." Well, here's my thing, right? With that thing, right? People say that's business, but that's not business. Because here's my thing: if you're gonna invest in a business, why not invest in something that you know about? Why invest in something that you're not sure about? So if you got a fighter, and when I say that, you got a fighter, right? And you invest in millions in him, but don't know if he can beat the top echelon guys in the division, then why would you invest in that? Because they messing up the game. They messing up the game. There's no reason why I shouldn't be up there with the David Benavidez, the Caleb Plants. There's no reason why I shouldn't be. I see people talking about these guys, and I'm like, so people just act like I didn't just destroy Uskategi like easy.
Yeah, you did, and you knocked him down early.
Yeah, and Fred, I'm glad you. But if I had 10 more seconds in the first round, I stop him in the first round.
Yeah,
mind you. Now, Fred, do me a favor, Fred. Do me a favor, because I'm speaking my piece. I'm talking a lot of shit. I got to speak my piece. Here, Fred, here's my thing, right? Name me one fighter in the last 20 years that moved down in weight at 34 years old and fought one of the number 2 guys there, former world. And I hate when people say he's a former world champion. They acting like he was a former. After I beat him, he beat a former world champion. Like he was like he was former world champion 30 years ago. He was just world champion a fight ago, and it was in a tough fight with Caleb Plant. If he starts the fight a little earlier, it may been something different.
Right.
But Caleb won. I ain't gonna hate Caleb won, but it was an extremely tough fight. So people acting like he over the hill. He's still young, younger than me, in the prime of his career. And I fought Uskategi that's coming to win, that's trying to get back to the top, determined, coming to win. And I beat it out of him. I beat it out of him.
You did. I agree. You and Donaire comes to mind. That's it. You and Donaire off the top of my head.
And here's my thing, Fred. Name me one fighter that did that at 34 years old, moved down in weight, came in as the B-side, supposed to lose, and won easy. The rounds he won, those the rounds I gave him. Just name me one fighter in the last 20 years that did that. And I respect all champions, but if you see Tank moving up, you see Floyd moved up in his career. Roy Jones. Well, if you look at all the greats, all these guys moved up when they my age. I'm moving down in weight. Right.
No, I think we talked about that briefly, either yesterday's show or the other day, how it's harder to go backwards as it pertains to staying competitive in the sport of boxing.
Right. and mine and Fred, this is why I say that was a death trap. Because business-wise, right? Why would you sink me down in weight? You got to make 68 or you don't get the fight. So that shows how real I am. That shows how real I am, how determined I am, and that I really do this. Like I really do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that shows a lot about me, and the fact that the people, I got to get the people need to get behind me and be like, yo, y'all acting like Lonnie B ain't like if you look at what I did at like heavyweight, mind you, Fred, in the weight class I'm too small for. If you look how I don't beat guys, I destroy guys. Like I shut guys down, I destroy guys. If you look at the prospects I fought that was supposed to go fire at light heavyweight, 6'5", rehydrating to 200 pounds. If you look how I beat them, they was never the same after that. And mind you, Fred, in the weight class I'm too small for. And mind you, I've never tested positive for no PEDs, I like to call them special vitamins. Never, nothing. I'm getting these fights on short notice. Listen, I'm kicking ass, then going to work the next week.
Wow.
And like, Fred, come on, how is that possible? If you see somebody like in another top super middleweight, I bet you they don't have a job.
Right.
I bet you they got a house. They living good. And that's another thing too. My checks look like crap, and I'm still putting out work. You know how hard it is to stay motivated when after you fight a tough fight and all you got is rent money.
Wow.
So I think that's why this is that's why I'm stagnant, because it's like they'll put me in the fights, but they like, listen, we ain't gonna pay you.
Yeah.
And I just refuse to throw another punch. That's slave wages. I refuse to keep doing everything I said I'm gonna do, and they doing nothing they said they would do, giving me crumbs and expecting me to be happy. Talk about something. It's about the opportunity. Listen, the opportunity should come with the money. And fighters, and this is why I say boxing is demonic. Because the fact that the powers that be not thinking like, yo, the money is there. I don't care what nobody say. The money is there. They can say the money is there. I refuse to go out there and put my life on the line for crumbs and can't pay my medical bills. Like, and this hit me after my last fight. I tore my labrum, and I couldn't even pay the medical bill. That hit me so hard. Like, yo, you got to start. Because after a while, Fred, I can't blame the powers that be. I got to blame myself. I got to say, you the dumb one for doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Fred, listen, I want to fight, but I refuse to go out there and be treated like garbage. Especially when I've been throwing out gold.
And you have the last couple of fights too, for sure. What fights have you been offered?
The David Morrell kid, the paper champion. The champion, the WBA paper. The WBA champion. I keep calling him a paper champion. My fault. The WBA champion, David Morrell, the Cuban kid. They got 4 fights.
How about David Benavidez?
We was in talks for that, but the money, I felt like the money wasn't fair. I feel like the money wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to fight David. Like, everybody else got him as a monster, but you know, I don't. Listen. Maybe he is. I don't know, but I want to get, because here's my thing, Fred. How would the people, you should have took the fight if you know you can beat them? It's not about that. It's not about that. How would that look? Me fighting 2 of the best. Now, mind you, Fred, just before I fought Uskategi, a year before that, him and David was considered the monsters of the division.
I agree.
Like, them two, they was building up a big fight for them two. So how is it I'm fighting 2 of the monsters of the division back to back and not even breaking 100,000?
Right.
Like, after I pay everybody in taxes, it would have been about, my check was 39,000 when I fought Uskategi. They offered me 100,000-ish. That's what they said. It's gonna be around 100,000-ish. So that's not even a number. So I just, come on. Then they went up to 200,000. I'm like, I can't do it for that. Like after so that's about 100. That's about, and mind you, I had to argue with them to get the extra 100,000.
And you're speaking, and you're talking to Leonard Ellerbe, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking to Leonard Ellerbe, basically, and I
don't want to talk bad about nobody.
No, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. And I'm gonna tell you how it goes, man. I'm gonna tell you simply how it goes, and I've explained it to him. Only Dad's podcast. Have you been propositioned to take a dive?
No, and if I have, I never would.
Yeah, facts. Leonard, salute Delani for coming into the barbershop and enlightening us on the grind of the behind the scenes boxing politics. Fred brought a real one. DB, you got a question before I jump into the second phase?
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I got a few. I want to know what the fight making process is like. Who are the players involved and what are the steps? Like, who's the official manager, promoter, and who calls you or who do you call? Like, if from let's say today there's nothing, absolutely nothing,
right?
And you want to fight me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Fred is my manager, right?
Yeah.
And who does Fred contact? The promoter? Does the promoter contact your manager? Like, who are the players involved in your fight career?
Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerbe, because okay, this is how it is, right? So Al Heyman got all the super middleweights. So what I believe happened is that they say we want to make a fight. Okay, cool. So they may call Leonard and say, hey, we got the super middleweight guy, monster, champion, prospect, whatever. We want to test him. Who you got? So of course I'm the best super middleweight. I'm the best super middleweight on Mayweather Promotions. I'm not on Mayweather Promotions, but I do business with them. So it's like I'm the best. Of course, they're gonna call me. So they may say this is what we paying. So Leonard will call me and say, you want to take the fight? I say, how much is the money? He give me the number. I decide whether I want to take it or not. So mine is, but like I said, it's no. Like I said, with the kid David Morrell, they offered me that fight. I said yes, but they turned it down. They said no. So basically, it's like with my situation, I need somebody that's going to invest some money in me, which is not I'm already there. I'm not like the rest of these fighters where you got to dump $1 million into me because people know what I can do. I got a name. I just beat one of the best guys in the division. You know what I'm saying? People. I've been around. People know me. So it's like this is an easy fix, and all I'm asking is to be treated fair. That's why it's kind of frustrating because I'm sitting here like, yo, like this is an easy fix. All I'm asking is just be treated. I ain't asking for $1 million. I'm just saying, yo, just be fair. Be fair, and I'll fight whoever.
Someone said they offered you 60 for Morrell, and they offered you what, 2 for Benavidez, 200K? Is that what it was?
At first it was 100,000-ish. Then after going back and forth, probably like 2 weeks later, they came back with 200,000. But come on, to fight the WBC champ. Come on, come on.
So let me ask you a question, Donnie. So when that happens and you don't accept the fight, is it put out to the media as if you're ducking the fight?
Yeah, because I heard that I've been hearing that Lionel scared to fight. Like somebody making a fake page, cowards hide behind Instagram. Somebody made a fake page like you scared to fight David, and I had to go and say why would I be scared to fight somebody who's knocking out a whole bunch of 60-pounders that they make him move up to 68, who had a life and death fight with Ronald Graville, like and I like David. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, I got to tell the truth. Why would I be scared to fight David Benavidez? He knocked out Darrell. But Darrell, you serious? Darrell was like been over the hill. Everybody know that. Like I'm like, if you compare our resumes, I have nothing to be scared of. I fought way better guys who punch way harder and way bigger. Like I have nothing to be scared of. I just want to have something when this is over. Like I said, the boxing is not gonna leave me punch drunk and broke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving it, and I'm giving it to you guys from the opponent side. The opponent side, and then when you don't do what they want you to do, they do this, just sit you out.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's death before dishonor. It's death before dishonor all the way with me. Like I said, I don't think I'm being unreasonable. I didn't beat Uskatagi and say, give me $40 million.
Right.
I didn't do that. I just said, yo, if it's 400,000, give me 400,000. I think that's fair. I think that's fair, Fred. What you think?
No, I genuinely think it's fair. 400,000. If he's making 1.3, 1.4, yeah, you should get 400,000 coming off of a win. And I think just maybe the negotiation tactics or something like that. But let me tell you how it works. And see, if I use Bob Arum's name, they'll listen. But if I use like a PBC, they're gonna close their ears, right? So you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say Company A, right? ESPN, DAZN say we got $1 million for this fight. Fighter A versus Fighter B. The promoter is simply thinking to himself, shit, $1 million. Maybe I can get Fighter B for 50,000. And maybe I can get Fighter A for 350,000.
Exactly.
And then boom, the promoter takes $500,000. That's how the game goes. And Bob Arum tried to explain it to people when he came in the shop. But that's how it works at every door in boxing. That's how the game goes. And there's some unfairness, and that's why there has to be a level of checks and balances. It's very challenging to have.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you, Ray. For real,
yeah,
bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's very challenging to have checks and balances when everybody works for the channel,
right?
Fox. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to have checks and balances, because one person is paying everybody. So that's the challenging part, and it's just real challenging for you. But we want to get you in the ring, man, and that's the biggest reason why we brought you here. Who would you want to fight?
All of them. I mean, line them up. I mean, I want to fight, like, if I had to pick, it would be David Benavidez first, because I don't like how they tried to, like, sick him on me. Like, oh, we're going to go get David. Like, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like David, but, like I said, I think that's a whole nother thing. And, but whoever, like, listen, I want to fight the top guys in this division. I want to fight Canelo, like the top guys in this division. I'm not ducking no smoke. All I'm saying is make it fair. Don't try to give me the fight on the 3 weeks notice. Give me the same amount of time. I think I've earned the right to Fred, I'm so thorough with it, right? I kept taking fights on 3 weeks notice and to prove myself.
For a few years you did that.
But the last 7 years of my career, I've been taking fight 3 weeks notice. And I'm telling myself, yo, you got to earn it. 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 But after I beat Uskategi, I said, I've earned the right to be treated fair. I've earned that right. To get the amount of time they get, training expense money. Yo, Fred, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I sparred one time for Uskategi, and I sparred with a southpaw because nobody would spar with me.
And speaking of sparring, you've had some great rounds with Caleb Plant. Y'all have had some great work. I was there for one session. And it was great work, high level. I'm telling y'all, it's like a Fox fight for real. It's like a Fox fight. Caleb, I think Caleb Plant is like, I'm about to whoop this nigga's ass, and you like, I'm not about to let this white boy beat me. I can't even lie. That's what it felt like.
Fred, so that proves my point. Like when I get in the ring with a guy, all the hype, he this, he that shit going one and out. I was like, yo, motherfucker, I'm the like you about to find out today. Like whatever they told you is, when this is over, you gonna be like, am I really that, or did they lie to me?
Right. And the natural progression is Caleb Plant versus Canelo. How do you like that one?
That's a good one. Canelo's a tough customer, but Caleb's a good boxer, and if Caleb could keep Canelo off, I think it'd be a good fight. But if Caleb don't come out and hit him with something, if I was fighting Canelo, me and Caleb got like similar styles. I would come out, if I was ever fight Canelo, I would come out and hit him with something hard off the rip to let him know, like, yo, I don't care about none of that you punch. I don't care about to put that in his mind, like, yo, I'm in a fight tonight. Like, this is for real. This kid ain't scared of me. He ain't backing down. He coming to win. I would let him know that from the opening bell. I'm coming to win. Now, if you beat me today, you gonna be going to the hospital with me.
Gotcha.
So Caleb got to come out. He got to come out gangster like that.
And he can.
Right. Like my trainer say, let your nuts hang. Let them hang.
He got a special left hand. Caleb got a very educated left hand.
Right. I heard he getting like 10 million. If I was getting 10 million, I'm letting my nuts hang all the way.
Right place, right time,
Fred, I fight Canelo and I get stretched. That's okay. I'm waking up in the hospital with that check.
Facts.
But I'm gonna make it memorable. They're gonna be like, Lonnie B went out on his shield. He is trying to take Canelo head off.
Yeah. See, I wish we had like as it pertains to the money, you should have came in here and we could have echoed you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in terms of that fight. And I'll just say my perspective on it. When you're going in there fighting an A side like a Jamel Charlo, what you call it, you should be asking for $500,000.
Thank you.
Same way we're allowing Caleb Plant to ask for $10 million for that fight. You should be going there asking the same way. What's the young man's name that came from the UK that just lost? He came in here and knew his role. He knew, like, you can't go nowhere else. I got this bargaining chip.
Yep.
You understand? And that's just the reality of it, you know. But the devil's advocate would say maybe you need one more fight to put yourself in that position. Maybe you should take the short 200. You know what I mean? And beat David Benavidez.
Now wait, now I'm gonna tell you. I'm still. That's why I'm glad we talk, Fred, because this is people get to hear me, right? Now, they say that, right? But I've done that. The fight before Uskatagi, I've done that 4 times prior. I fought some kid in California. He was an Al guy, 16-1 with 15 knockouts. They told me, you beat this guy, you're gonna make some money.
Yeah.
I paid $7,500. I stopped him in 2 rounds. Mind you, this is in a weight class I'm too small for. This is before I moved down to 68. Then they put me in there with the kid Earl Newman. Another guy, undefeated. I'm bared, like, Fred, you seen the fight. It was like everybody sitting there looking out like, oh, we didn't expect that to happen.
Right.
Then they put me there with Edwin Rodriguez, who went 12 rounds with Andre Ward.
Yeah.
I make $7,500. Didn't cry, didn't complain. So Fred, at some point, so it's not like I beat and fighting Uskategi. It's not like I'm fighting a bum. I'm fighting one of the monsters of the division. It's not like I beat Earl Newman and then they said, okay, fight David. If they would have did that, I would have took it. I'm like, yo, you getting 200,000, you getting a shot. You beat a prospect, but now just take it. That's but the fact that they let me beat a monster in between that, my stock goes up now. I mean, Fred, stop me if I'm wrong. Then it's the way it's not like it was a tough fight. It's the way I beat him. It's like I proved that I deserve. So it's like, yo, ain't nobody expect that. So Fred, my thing is I'm in 2 tough fights back to back, and I'm still I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm not a hater. I'm not jealous. But I'm sick of seeing these fighters fight bums. Then when I see them, they got Benzes and all type of jewelry and all that stuff. And I'm like, where am I going wrong at? Because I don't even want all that stuff. I just want to set my future up.
Right.
These guys just fighting ducks, getting a ton of publicity. Oh, he's the best. He's this. He's that. He's blah, 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 blah. I'm fighting monsters. I'm in a tough fight every time out, Fred. And I don't even got a car.
Right.
And then here's my thing, business-wise. This brings me to my point. Business-wise, does this make sense? Now, we both know David is their star.
Yeah.
Because he's Mexican. They building up a fight with him and Canelo. Right? So if I beat him worse than I beat Uskategi, I will never win a decision against David.
No.
So now, once that happened, I'm out of the money loop. They like, okay, you lost to David. Even if the fans think I won, so what? You lost. You lost. So now, where does that leave my career? I put 17 years in to make $100,000.
Yeah, and keep it a buck. You did Leonard Ellerbe a solid multiple times. You know, $7,500 on any card with your record is come on. And I think the grown men in the barbershop understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People who work for a living every day understand the growth that you should have.
And mind you, Fred, I got a job. I have a job. So the fact that I'm working a job and getting offered fights for pennies and like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, you win this one, the next one. Okay. You win. Okay, you gotta win this one though. The next one. Oh, the opportunity. It's about the opportunity. I'm sick of hearing that. The opportunity. The money should come with the opportunity.
I agree. DB.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. You know, since you are black, boisterous, ready, audacious, hungry, people gonna hate you for that. The so-called boxing fans gonna hate you for that, just for being hungry and ready and talking that good shit. But I like it.
Thank you.
Why did you? Yeah, absolutely, and gonna support you. You know what I mean? Why did you leave Buffalo to move to Vegas? And are you still with Coach Patterson and Otis?
Yep, I'm still with Coach Patterson. I left Buffalo because like sometimes in life, things you want, you got to go get it, and it just wasn't happening in Buffalo. The city didn't get behind me like I thought they would. You know what I mean? So in boxing, right now that I know I got to the pinnacle of the sport, like now to even be considered a player, you got to get in the game. And in Buffalo, I wasn't even in the game. Like you got to get around the people that can make stuff happen. Because I'm gonna say like this: boxing is full of liars, man. Everybody lies. They I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. They can't do nothing. They can't. Out of 100 people in boxing say they can do something, only 2 really can. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the matter of fact, if they want to do it, if they like you enough to do it, if they want to see you, you know what I'm saying? Like so I had to leave Buffalo to go out there and make it happen. I don't have like a big support system. I don't have a big support system. So it's just I really support myself. So it's just me working and training. And I was praying that the better angels, if you want to put it, like I'm like, yo, if you just keep working, you can't be denied. After you beat Uskategi, you cannot be denied. Like and no matter how absurd the circumstance.
I can't hear.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter I said it don't matter how absurd the circumstances was in life, right? They say sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do to get. You got to sacrifice. You got to put it all on the line to get to where you're trying to go. And that's what I've been doing my whole career, putting it on the line. That's why I fought Kovalev on a 2 weeks notice. You know what I mean? And I like that. That's why I came. If you look at after I fought Kovalev, I lost. Came back 4 months later, fought a kid 18-0 in his hometown, knocked him out. Then fought the 2004 alternate for the Olympics, 12-0, 12 knockouts, beat him to death. Then I fought for the number 8 spot in the world on NBC Sports, the kid Ryan Coyne, who everybody had me getting destroyed. I destroyed him. That kid ain't fought since. Then they tried to sell me out and fight some kid 14-0 with 14 knockouts in the first round and stopped the fight on me. Well, I didn't get stopped, but they cut the round short and then took a point away because they said I had the wrong mouthpiece in. If that didn't happen, the fight would have been a draw. If the fight would have went to 10 rounds, I would have stopped them. So like in boxing, right, chasing my dream, I didn't think all this stuff. I didn't think the sport was filled with a whole bunch of egotistical people. Like I'm like, yo, all I'm trying to do is make it. Listen. People can say what they want, right? I'm a black kid, that's true, but I went to college. It's not like I went to college. I have the perfect story. And I can really fight. They don't have to lie and put me in a whole bunch of bums to secure me a win. They can match me with the tough guys and still secure the win. Like I got the full perfect story. That's why I'm just like, I just don't understand. That's why I say it's about who like you. It's about, oh, if you don't think like me, then I don't want to see you doing well. It's like, yo, God made all of us different. Why I got to act like you?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame that that's what it's about, but I refuse to do anything that goes against my beliefs, go against my morals, go against my principles. One thing I can do is fight, and that's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm banking on for me to make it, is fighting.
Lynn Ray says, give me a second, DB. Thank you. Lynn Ray, best scrapper out of the B-Lo, no cap. Lynn Ray back. Byron Brown never gave this man the key to the city.
Facts.
Yeah. Go ahead, D. Go ahead.
Who's officially documented as your manager?
Nobody.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, man, we got to work on that. We got to work on that.
Yeah. Could you talk directly to Al? Is that possible? Because sometimes he may not know what's going on the street.
Yeah, and that's why I probably want. But getting the hours like getting to Obama, because you got so many middlemen, and then it's like it's like well, Al listened to me. It's like his loyalty will probably be to the people that he worked with. You know what I'm saying? Like in business, right? You like we need to get people in business that understand the struggle. A lot of these guys say they're from the hood and it's a lie. I just don't believe it because to be insensitive, to be that insensitive and want to see another black man starving, is that I listen. I will never understand that. I will never understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when I'm willing to walk through hell and back. Listen. I walk through hell and back to be treated fair. You know what I'm saying? Like and like I said, I'm standing on. I'm not fighting for no short money. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then they say, "Oh, you ain't getting no younger." Yeah, that's why I should get paid. That's why I should get paid. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's enough money for everybody to eat. I'm not greedy. Like, but at the end of the day, I'm sick of paying my bills up for the year and then got to go to work.
Right.
Like the thing, Fred, you know how hard it is to be a professional boxer. The training we go through.
Yep.
I got to do that every day, and I sleep vaguely. I make it 4 hours here, 5 hours here. Then I'm up again going to work. Then I got to be attentive at work. Then I come home, get a couple hours of sleep, got to get up, go train, do it all over again. Come on, I'm tired of it. And especially when I'm one of the best. I'm the best super middleweight in the world. I just can't wait to get the opportunity to prove it for the money. I would love to fight and then be able to go afford it, be able to go buy a house. And I was born poor, but I made a vow to myself I'm not dying poor. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who don't like it, but I'm not dying poor. Man, listen, fuck the opportunity. If the money don't come with the opportunity, it's not an opportunity. It's a death sentence.
How about Samson? Have you reached out to Samson? He's been getting a lot of cards on PBC. Could you holler at him?
No, I've never met him. Like with that, it's kind of hard for me to reach out to those guys. Those like boxing. Like those guys are call. I'm pretty sure they call and say this and say that and say like I just don't get involved in that because the way you say something about somebody and never get back to them the way you said it. It
won't. It won't. It definitely
and guys in this business they all. I just refuse to believe that these guys don't know what's going on. It's common sense. It don't take a rocket science. It's just like damn, this kid just beat Uskategi easy. Why he ain't fought in almost 2 years? I don't get it.
Yeah.
And if anybody believe. I heard somebody told me that somebody told them that I turned down the fight with David for 500,000. I said, listen, if you believe that, you're dumber than you look.
Yeah, facts. Like
500,000 fought 5 times in one day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to be treated fair, and they say the fruits of your labor, right? Well, I've been laboring, but ain't seen no fruits. But like I said, these guys fighting bums and living the life.
Right.
And it's just unfair. It's unfair. It's just unfair. It's unfair.
Lynn Ray back in. I'll let you go, DB. Lynn Ray back again. The champ of Buffalo shouldn't have to work a 9 to 5.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, champ. Appreciate that.
Go ahead, D.
Yeah, so I'll start with this and I'll kind of go backwards a little bit. So what's the plan from what today is the 20th? What's the plan from July 21st to the end of 2021?
Stay in shape. Keep training. Keep training. And when the call comes, shock the world. Like that's always been my plan. Like it was crazy because when I got the call for Uskatagi, I was sitting on my couch watching The Equalizer. I had just got finished running. I just got finished praying, and I get a call from Leonard. He said, "Yo, want to fight Uskatagi?" I said, "Hell yeah, I want to fight Uskatagi. Hell yeah." And so I know the call is gonna come. I really believe in my heart. God didn't bring me this far to leave me, and I would never say anything bad about anybody, but I will tell the truth. And my plan is to stay in shape. And every time, and then when the call comes, shock the world like I did my last fight. Like, I mean, if I was to get some extra support in between that would be great. That would be great. But if not, I'm planning on my hands to save me. You know what I'm saying? So, I just need somebody. I just need somebody who can believe in the vision and who gonna go as hard as me. Like, and who gonna have my back. Like, I try to deal with a couple managers, but they just liars. They lie. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Nothing. I'm gonna do that. Nothing. And once you lie to me, I just say I'm like, all right. Because I'm so easy to get along with. It's like, yo, just tell me what you can do or what you can't do, and I tell you if I'm gonna do it, if I ain't gonna do it. But it has to make sense. It has to. I'm in this for the long haul, right? So it's like with the David. Now, here's my thing to you, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you play devil's advocate, right? Mm-hmm. That's cool. When you said some people would say take the 200,000, you beat David, now you won. I got two things to that. Now, that'd be 2 fights in a row I took that I took for, that they was able to come down on the money. So now when I win the title, when I see you making 1.3, I'm making 700,000. Mm-hmm. Now that's one way to look at it. And the next way to look at it is this. I said I'll fight David for the 200, but let's do a deal. Let's do a deal. Okay, I'll fight David for 200. Guarantee me another 200,000 for 2 more fights and another title shot.
Yeah, that's the deal that Gamboa got. Gamboa got that deal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like let's do a deal, win, lose, or draw. Because now, say if I really beat David and I don't get the decision, the fans see it, but now I'm right back in the ring. I'm not just down. Now I'm right back in the ring. Now once I crush a couple guys, they like, yo, we want to see him and David again. Now I can get 800,000 for the rematch, $1 million for the rematch. Mm-hmm. That's business. That's business.
Yeah.
To just throw me in the fight and say, okay, just go ahead and do it. That don't make no sense.
Right.
And for anybody to be mad at me for negotiating, I'm talking about anybody, to be mad at me for negotiating when this is what business is all about. Screw yourself.
Right, Marky Dan 123. Your boy just won $500 on the Bucks. Figured I'd share some of the money. Appreciate you, man. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks, man. They won the chip tonight, man. Congratulations. Yeah, man. And in the position you in, people say get a manager. He's not 0-0, so he only can go to 3 or 4 people. Like it's not like right. They don't let you in, guys. It's not that easy. It's not unless you got a manager with a blue chipper, you know what I mean, that they perceive to be a blue chipper. But outside of that, they ain't letting you in. Fred and DB can't say they ain't letting you in. Hell no. No, you saw what they did to Triller. They don't let you in. They got to get a piece of the pie.
Exactly.
And
I don't mind giving another piece of the pie, but not a big piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Like this is business. Let's negotiate. This is business. This is business. Let's negotiate.
Right. Who you got, Pacquiao or Spence?
You can never count Pacquiao out, but Spence is a tough bill. Spence is a tough pill to swallow. Mm-hmm. So, I'm leaning towards Spence. Spence is younger, but Pacquiao, man, what he did to Thurman, I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, Pacquiao fighting Thurman. He a young, vicious world champion.
Right.
And he went in. I'm like, man, so I got it as a 50-50.
Okay, 50-50. But you hoping Spence win, pull it out.
They both great fights. See, in my thoughts, fights like that, it don't matter who will win. I'm just happy to be able to see it. Like it's like it don't matter who wins. It's like yo, they giving the fans something that we need to see. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Lynn Ray says Anchor Bar Wings in the Bills and Lonnie. Yeah, that must be a Buffalo thing.
That's right, King.
Must be a Buffalo thing. Go ahead, DB. DB.
Yeah, so you mentioned earlier when I asked you the last question, you mentioned just continue boxing and training, but what can you do differently to see if you can render a different and a better result this year?
From the political side, they want me to take fights for short money and not say nothing and be grateful about it, but that's never going to happen. So what I can do is keep voicing my opinion. And listen, if I was to get a manager that can help, that would be great. But like Fred, no, you gotta have some money to get in this game. They won't even talk to you if you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need somebody with some money and a little bit of and some brain, money and brains. You know what I'm saying? That can get behind me and be like, look, this is my guy. We ain't doing that. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, but but that's a hard question to answer because it's like you never know what these guys going to do. You never know the stuff that they say behind the closed doors. That's why I do a lot of praying, man. Being honest with you, man, I just pray. I just pray and I just pray, man. Like it's kind of hard to come up with a solid plan because you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna happen. I'm hoping I get a call to fight David after him and Uzcategui. Or if Uzcategui win, then we can get a rematch. Or if David win, I can fight David next for some money, for some money. And if I can get a manager to negotiate that, or you know what I'm saying. I mean, so that's kind of hard to answer, So because I got to be in the game, like you know what I'm saying, like a lot of super middleweights ain't gonna want to fight me. A lot of promoters ain't gonna want to put their champions up against me. You know what I'm saying? Because they got all this money invested. Like when I tried to fight the kid Belanga, they was like, "Yo, no, absolutely not. Not fighting Belanga." I'm like, well, he supposed to be this beast that y'all saying he knocking everybody out and all this. I'll fight him. No. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna read something from the chat. I was thinking this when you said it, and my brother Michael James 616 in there. He said, "Bruh, you always supposed to bet on black in public." And I was thinking the same thing. See, it may be a 50-50 fight, but you mentioned earlier that Buffalo didn't give you the support that you needed and that you wanted, that you feel like you deserved. You got to think about it. The Manny Pacquiao fans are not going to be the same fans that support you. It's going to be the Earl Spence fans that support you. So, I can't tell a grown man how to think and how to talk, but strategy is important.
No, brother, you absolutely right. But guess what? But check this out. A black man got me in the situation. So that's the thing, right? They say you should support black people, but black people don't support black people. They support the people they want to support. I haven't seen one person go online and say, "What about Lonnie B?" Not one black person go online and say, "What about Lonnie B?" You know what I'm saying? And one thing about me, I'm not going to lie. Whether you black, white, I tell the truth. And but to answer your question, it's black people that got me in the situation. People that look just like me. They say they come from the hood. That's starving me on purpose. Black. So it's not about supporting black in public. It's about being truthful. It's about me. I don't just say stuff because it sounds good to say like, oh, because he black, I'm going with him. Well,
no, listen, I understand you, but we looking for you to correct that. So, and also, to counter that.
Oh no,
there is a black man supporting you.
I'm definitely leaning towards Spence. Just like I said, I'm leaning towards Spence, but Pacquiao was tough, but I'm leaning towards Spence. He's younger. He's younger, but all I'm saying is that you could never count Pacquiao. Don't sleep on him. You know what I'm saying? But of course I'm leaning towards Spence. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm leaning towards Spence, so hopefully we can get that Terrence Crawford and Spence fight.
Yeah, you do have black support though. This barbershop is majority. You can't see the faces, but I know a lot of the faces and the names. And not only that, though, I'm black and Fred is black. So
I appreciate you.
Here is the support right now.
Facts.
So we gotta, even if that was narrative, if that person did put you there, that's one or two people, and we can't judge, all of our people by the mistakes of two. So we got to get back on the right track because we going to and want to support you.
What
I appreciate that, King, for real. I really do, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on this show. Like I always tell Fred, Fred interviewed me before the fight, and Fred, what I say? I said I'm gonna crush him.
Yeah, you did say that. You said you're gonna beat his ass. Facts, B-Lo, homegirl. So many of us hating on Fred's 9 Ys relate. Oh yeah. Oh, my new film. Yeah, they hating on, but it's okay. Hey, So what can we do? You about to go to work. What can we say? What can we do to help? Because you're gonna get some calls on this tomorrow. We got a few thousand people watch it. So what can we do? What can we say to, and I'm gonna put this on my main page as well, to promote it? Do we say Leonard Ellerbe? Do we say Floyd? Do we say PBC? What do we do?
Whoever. Listen, I'm gonna leave that up. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Like, you know, just be fair. Just treat the man fair. Treat the man fair. That's it. I'm just asking to be treated fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? They act like I'm asking to give me one of your kids, cut off one of your arms for me. I'm just like, yo, just be fair and leave me with something. Leave me with something. And let's do a deal. Like all these years, I feel like I deserve a deal, not just one fight. Not just one fight. Because I got so many great fights I can get at fans.
Right.
And I got a lot of shit I want to talk to.
Right.
Like, I have a whole personality nobody even seen yet. My thing is this. With Uzcategui, everybody, you look so good. I'm like, I'm way better than that. Y'all haven't even, like, you guys have no idea. I'm way better than that. And I just want to show it. I just want to show the guys. I just want to be talked about amongst the greats. And that's it. What you guys do to help is just post everywhere and say, treat the man fair.
Right.
Treat the man fair. That's it. Like, that's it. Just treat Lonnie B. I'm respectful to everybody. Just treat the champ fair. Ain't no way the champ should have a 9 to 5 and he putting out work. Everything, Fred, I'm putting out work and I'm styling on him. Fred, I'm styling on him.
I agree. You have looked great lately. In your last couple, you have. No doubt about it. And you've been, I mean, I'll just say this. You ain't the only fighter that's complained about Leonard Ellerbe. And I know just from being behind the scenes, man. And I just hope that we can get you to fight and the money you deserve. And so because people got to really understand there's a pie of money. It's not like
right.
The promoter is not negotiating the money.
Right.
I'm telling you, the network gives them the money. That's why Bob Arum tells us all of this when he comes in here. And now you can put the pieces together so we have a greater understanding as a collective. And so for example, they're not negotiating Caleb Plant's pay. They're going to tell Caleb Plant how much he's getting.
Thank you.
He ain't negotiating it. Louis DeCoupis is going to say, hey, we're giving you 10.8 for this fight. The network may have gave him 70 million for the fight. 40 goes to Canelo. You know, promotion, all that. I'm just giving you guys so you guys understand. 70 may be a little bit too high, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So, and that's how it works. Because when promotional companies do the deals with the networks, they have a set slot and a set cost for that time slot. And sometimes you can go back and get a little bit more. Sometimes it may change because PBC may get lightning in the bottle with Canelo for September 18th. So things change a little bit. Actually, things change drastically in terms of finances. But more often than not, Showtime says this is the budget for August 14th. This is the budget for August 29th. This is the budget for August 28th. Leonard Ellerbe, go get the fighters.
And here's my thing, right? How come, one more thing, Fred, how come when Caleb beat Uzcategui, this is the best thing we ever seen?
Yeah.
And I understand he was champ when Caleb fought him. But I'll fight him, and now it was like, oh, so what? So what? So what? So what? Like, so now it means nothing. Caleb doing this. I heard Caleb making $1 million to fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? Now I beat him, and it's like, oh, so what? Then y'all want to put me in another fight? Nah, that's slave wages. Listen, I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm just,
you know, not idea. You got to get a people on your side, like people who ain't had fights. You know, maybe y'all should speak out as a collective.
But guys, guys be too scared. Like a lot of fighters are not smart. I'll be like, I'm just not gonna talk to you because you starstruck. You ain't a fighter.
Yeah.
You a
Right.
fan. It's the difference
Right.
between like here's my thing. Like you said, Luis the Cuba not to go. He says this is what we giving you for the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like and
I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know.
So it's like man, it's like so. I think when I fought Uskategi, I messed up the plans because they're trying to get him to go far. Like if you watch the fight, they're talking about a rematch with Caleb already, and I'm just sitting there like, you're not even gonna beat me. Ain't no Caleb. You about to be finished after this. You really think you're gonna win?
Right.
Like you are finished after this. So plans change, and I think since I beat him, like I said, I pissed a lot of people off. But Lionel beat him. Now we throwing Lonnie B in the mix. Now he get to make some money.
You definitely right there. Definitely right there at the door. You're right there at the door. No, you're right there at the door and you earned your spot. It's not like you lost a couple and you still got a name. You know what I mean? And if Uzataki looks great, if Uzataki gets a split decision, I mean, I doubt it, but I'm just saying, if he gets a split decision loss against David Benavidez, you know, then that gives you some credence.
And that's very possible because remember, David got a split decision win over Ronald Graville.
Yeah.
He got dropped. He got dropped.
You might have to pull up on Leonard Ellerbe with your phone hot or something. You know what I mean? Because I'm keeping it a buck, man. And you gotta get Andrew Tabiti on that wave too, man. Like Andrew Tabiti, man, I thought he would have been a world champion by now, man. Extremely talented fighter, dedicated. Lost 100 pounds. Is that what he lost?
Yep. Yeah, you know it's crazy in boxing, right?
Talented. Yeah.
You got to get somebody that want to see you successful. Like you got to get somebody that want to see you doing good, that want to see you feeding your. Like it has to be. That's why Al that's why Al dominating the sport because Al wanted to see his fighters doing good. Al puts fighters in a win-win situation. Like even with the Caleb thing, he like, okay, you're gonna fight Canelo, but you're gonna make $10 million.
Right.
And like Al understands business. Like, yo, even if you lose, I'm making sure you set for life.
Right.
And I salute Al for that, man. Salute to that brother for understanding the struggle and understanding, like, yo, these fighters do dangerous. What they doing is dangerous. They can go out there and die. They need to be compensated.
How about changing trainers? And
no.
Hear me out. Not changing trainers for like for training, but just for the business component. You know, like maybe go to a trainer that's getting fights, that's getting dates, you know, and they can serve as your manager.
Yeah, but I don't trust like Fred. I didn't try everything. You know what these guys do?
I get it.
These guys start talking like the promoter. It's about the opportunity. You gotta go out there and win. It's about the opportunity. They start talking. I'll be like, yo, whose side you on? Mine's or his?
Right. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like my team is my team. I've been successful with my team, and we gonna continue to kick ass. And here's another thing I want to make up. Like this interview might get out, but I don't care. But here's my thing, right? I'm just gonna give the people who listening a thing of how they trying to bury me. I ain't fought in a year and a half. So say David beat Uskategi, and then they throw me in there with David after a year and a half when David been active.
Yeah.
Why not give me a warm up first? Like, yo, get a kid he ain't fought, and David been give him a warm up. Then let's throw him in there with David.
Right.
Uskategi got a warm up. Uskategi coming up for a knockout win. Now he fighting David. But if this happens, they're gonna throw me right in there.
Right.
I'm still gonna kick his ass, but it's gonna be a lot harder to accomplish, but it's still gonna happen. But it'll be a lot harder to accomplish with the situation.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So all the foul stuff that happened, it's just unfair. It's unfortunate and it's unfair. And all I'm asking to do is be treated fair. That's it. I'm like I said, Fred, I'm not talking bad about nobody. I ain't talking bad about Leonard. I ain't talking bad about Floyd. I'm not talking bad. All I'm asking is to be treated fair. That's it.
Right. Leonard Ray says, champ, where you sparring in Buffalo? Where'd you spar?
Newburgh, my neighbor said, yes, sir.
Champ, my Newburgh street neighbors support you. That's what's up. Yeah.
That's the street I grew up on, Newburgh.
Okay, that's what's up.
I sparred at the Northwest Buffalo Community Center on the west side.
DB?
Shout out to the west side. What's the goal now in boxing? I mean, overall, I guess you box another 10 years or 5 years or whatever it is. So, like, what's the ultimate goal? Is it just to get paid? Is it to win multiple titles, to become undisputed? Like, of course, the money is there, so we don't have to say the money, but
right.
What are the other boxing goals?
Honestly, this is something I need to do. Boxing, I take it so serious. This is something I need to do for myself. I had a rough life growing up. I'm not even gonna get into it, but this is something that I need to do for myself. Like just to prove something to myself, and I want to leave my footprints in the world. You know what I'm saying? I want people to know Lonnie B was here, and Lonnie B did it the honorable way, and it's really to encourage. The ultimate goal of this is to encourage and to inspire. You can come from the ghetto. You can be neglected by your mother and father, treated like shit, and still, those shouldn't be excuses for you to not go and be great, for you to not go and try to do something bigger than yourself. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something bigger than myself. When I have kids, I have no kids now. But when I have kids, I want to be able to show them like you know what I'm saying? Like, I did it, you can do it too. I want to give them something to look up to, something to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? So it's about the money, but it's more about the legacy. I want to leave my footprints in this game. When they talk about Canelo and all the greats, I want to be saying Lonnie B. You know what I'm saying? It's to be undisputed world champion and to leave my footprints in the sport in a positive way. Like, we got so many athletes who think, the more ignorant I can be, the more famous I'll be. And I just want to show them that, like, listen, you ain't got to be ignorant, cursing all crazy. You can still be down to earth, be for the people, you know what I'm saying, and still be considered a star, be considered because that's what it's about. It's about a champion. If you look at people like Ali was a champion for the people. It was to inspire people. That's why he was so big back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Ali come through the hood, no security, no guards, showing love. And that's what it's about. It's about inspiring, because you never know what nobody going through. And just a positive word can save somebody's life. Just a hug coming through the hood and showing people love can inspire somebody to do something great. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. It's about inspiring my people that's back in the ghetto to, be great. You know what I mean? That's ultimately what this is about. I want to get, after this over, after I'm done and I'm world champion and, I reach the pinnacle of the sport, I want to get into motivational speaking. Go around the world talking to kids that grew up like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing a book called Dare to Be Different and Dream to Be Great. You know what I'm saying? So it's to inspire. That's why you really know you would never see me like drinking, smoking. I don't do that stuff. I'm really a loner. I like being by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get into all the things. Even when I win the world title and I got millions of dollars, you would never see me, out doing nothing crazy. Like, I'm gonna buy me a house. I'll be in my house. I'm gonna get a movie theater in my house so I can watch movies all day. But that's about it, man. Just put my family in a better situation, in a better situation where we can finally live comfortable. Ain't got to worry about bills and this and that, and just live. And we ain't got to be super rich, but just be comfortable. If we want to go on a trip, we can. If we, have I was obsessed. I was obsessed with Home Alone. Like, they probably gonna laugh. Y'all probably gonna laugh, but like, growing up, Home Alone, I was like, yo, what the kind of job his father had where he can afford 12 plane tickets to Paris, and look at the house they lived in. Like that's always was my dream, to have a house like that, have a big family like that, and just live life. And you know what I mean? Have fun and enjoy life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'm glad you got a chance to come out here and speak with us. And we got to get you back in here again too. I think this is a part of the growth for you, because obviously the skills are already there. You've been in the ring with some tough dudes. I got a couple of quick questions for you before we get you out of here. We got to try to connect you with Bill Haney, man. I think Bill Haney would be a good person for us to try to connect you with. Devin
Bill,
Haney's
I know Bill. That's my guy.
Yeah, we try to make that connection, man. I think Bill is a person, when I say from the streets, I think you and everybody understands what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But Bill is he's very business savvy and he's a relationship builder too. So I think that's a good end for you, somebody that allow you to be yourself, still know how to represent you properly.
And the thing about me, like I'm not an ignorant person. Like I said, I just want to be treated fair. Like me, what you see is what you get. I'm fair. I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna be professional, and then you won't see me again until I fight. Yes, I'm about my business. I'm determined. I feel like time is very important, and I hate wasting. I hate wasting time. I hate wasting time. Like I feel like as a grown man, you need to act like it. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business, be professional, be a man of your word, and be honorable. And that's the codes I live by.
Right on. And the last thing is, do you feel like you have to get back and revenge against guys like Sergey Kovalev and Edwin Rodriguez and the losses that you have?
It's crazy. With Kovalev, I'd love to run it back, but he finished now, so it's like, nah. I take my losses like a man. But if you listen, this is how you know I'm for real, right? If you look at Edwin Rodriguez, he hasn't fought since he fought me, correct?
Right.
So that fight a lot of people thought I won that fight. A lot of people thought that Sam Watson was like, yo, he came to me and said, yo, if you throw 10 more punches, you win. I was walking out the crowd, people were like, yo, they robbed you. You won that fight. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But obviously the powers to be must have thought about it because he ain't fought since. They must have been like, yo, we expect you to knock this kid out. And that was a life and death fight you had with a kid that's too small. The kid that's small, you way bigger than him, and y'all was going at it. So even though he won, I still think that hurt him. And that shows that God is on my side. So that's what keeps me going. Like, you know what I mean? But those I look at those as great moments in my life. I'm gonna be honest, because those fights took my fight game to the next level. If you look at Edwin Rodriguez, right, he fights similar to who?
David.
Exactly. And mind you, I had 2 weeks and a half to train for Edwin Rodriguez. In a weight class, I'm too small for him. We still went to war. He couldn't hurt me. We still went to war. And he fights similar to David. So imagine if I have a full training camp to get ready and everything is fair. What you think gonna happen? But don't answer. Don't answer. Let's wait to see.
Let me. I know this is the last one. I said this again. Have you been invited to any camps to train with anybody from super middleweights to cruisers to get in their camp to help them to get ready for somebody?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I get fired from every camp I go to. This is facts. I was helping Billy Joe. Well, I thought I was helping Billy Joe get ready for Canelo, and I ain't gonna. One thing about me, I'm gonna tell the truth. The first round, he put hands on me. The first round, Billy Joe put hands on me. But that second round and that third round, it was bad for him. Then the second day, we did 2 rounds, and they're like, "That's enough. That's it." And they pulled me out and was like, "Yo, thank you for the work, but that's some tough work. But thank you for the work. We gonna use somebody else." I'm like, okay. And my trainer Chris was trying to he's like, no, they just doing that because they just want to see how. I said, Chris, they fire him. He's like, no, they're not. And then the next day it texted me, no sparring. I said, yeah, I knew. I know. You don't gotta tell me. I'm pretty smart. I figured it out. Yeah, but that's the only camp. But I've been fired from every camp, literally. No, the only camp I haven't been fired from is Arthur Beeterbeef. Dude is a silverback gorilla.
He's a silverback gorilla, you said?
Arthur Beeterbeef. Yo. He was beating the shit out of me. Yo. I was his sparring partner for the last 5 years. The last camp, I said, I can't work with you no more. You gonna kill me. Like silverback gorilla. Yo, I'll talk about beating the living shit out of me. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. Listen,
Is that why Canelo fought Kovalev and then went back down to
exactly.
Benavidez?
I'm seeing stuff online so he gonna fight Arthur. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, if y'all believe that, y'all dumber than y'all look. He is never fighting Arthur. That is never gonna. He is not. I don't believe Canelo's crazy. Like that's a guaranteed loss. That's a guaranteed loss. That's somebody. I'm like, yo. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's why I moved down to super middleweight.
Yeah, when he's the best in the division.
My pop said, my pop came out there, my trainer / father figure, Donald Patterson. He said, he came out there to watch the spar. Yeah, we got back to the room. His exact words was this. He looked at me and he's told me, you can't make 68. We gonna beat champ as light heavy. So I'm like, all right. And then we got to the hotel. He looked at me and said, yeah, I think it's safe to say that we gotta get you down to 168. You never gonna beat him.
Honesty, shit.
Yo, listen. I'm keeping it real. I ain't gonna get up here in front. I'm keeping it real. I will never fight him ever. It makes no sense. Listen, I'm up here talking about the budget. We give you $10 million. My life is worth more than that. It's not happening. He ain't about to public assassinate me on TV.
Right. Yeah, he a bad man. He's definitely a bad man.
But 68, anybody can get it. Anybody. I'm not worried about nobody at 68.
You found your home.
Nobody at 68. And it kind of worked out for me, Fred, because I've been fighting bigger guys my whole career. So like when I fought Uskategi, he felt like a kid. I'm like, yo, he's serious. Like when he hit me, I'm like, that's a decent punch, but been hit way. Like I thought his power was gonna be like Kovalev. Like somebody, like when he hit me, I'm like, you serious? Are you? That's it? Like that's all you got? Like they told me you can punch.
Right.
I really thought you can punch.
Mm.
Got a decent pop, but nothing to worry me. I've been hit way harder. So I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be in trouble. You in trouble tonight. You might, how Lauryn Hill said, you might want some, but you just lost one.
Yeah, L Boogie. Yeah,
for real.
Man,
for real.
I know you gotta get out of here. We appreciate you coming in here tonight, man. Man, so much honesty, so much raw honesty, man.
Yeah, I'm just like I tell the truth, Fred. Like one thing about me, right? I don't gossip about people. I don't talk trash about people. Gossip is when you tell lies about people. You know, and I didn't lie about anything I said up here. I like I said, I will never talk bad about anybody. But I'm a man of truth, so I have to tell the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just up here telling the truth. Like I said, I respect everybody, but I think I deserve some respect, and that's what I'm crying out for. I'm crying out to be respected.
I'm with you on it, and I know without a shadow of a doubt, if Leonard Ellerbe is not watching, someone close to him is, and it's you've earned it, and I know of you doing Leonard Ellerbe a handful of favors, so hopefully he can return it. You know, he's a street dude from Baltimore. You know, that's how we do in the hood. You know, tank this, tank that. You know what I mean? Well, at the end of the day, I think Lonnie B puts you in that position. You know what I mean? And you owe the brother a solid. You know, stop taking money off the top and give him what he's worth. Simply put.
Bang.
You know what I mean? And I would tell Leonard Ellerbe the same thing if I talked to him today, man. But I think that's just the reality of it. And I think more people need to come out. I'm not talking about against Leonard Ellerbe. I'm just talking about boxing in general. Because power to the people. The power is in the people, man. You know what I mean? And when people hear this interview on my main channel, it's gonna do thousands of views. More people gonna want to interview you, and in the meantime, between time, you should get more fighters to speak out. You know, because it ain't gonna hurt you.
Right. Yo, Fred,
it ain't gonna hurt you.
Here's my thing. It ain't like it's gonna affect my pay. I'm broke now.
Hey,
you know hey, Leonard. Hey, Fred. I win and still be broke. How you said you got to win? I win and I'm still broke. So it's like,
but he gonna have to answer to this. He gonna have to answer to this because he claims the you know, I'm a man of my word. You know, I know how to build billionaires, and You know, and Floyd is so detached from the promotional company, you know. You know, he's so detached. People don't know this stuff, the stuff that I know, and I try and feed it to them in third person, but they don't receive it well. But at the end of the day, he owes you one for sure, without a shot. And everybody at TMT knows that. Everybody at TMT that's walked through the doors of that gym knows Leonard Ellerbe should look you in the eye and say, you know what? I got you. I'm gonna give you 2 fights.
For some money. And my thing is this.
For some money, yes, for some money.
Fred, I'm for real. Like, listen, if you go in that gym and ask them who besides Floyd, they were like, yo, Lonnie B, hands down. Lonnie B, hands down.
Well,
Since I walked in that gym, since I've been in that gym, I've been putting out work.
Yeah, and humble, very humble, very humble.
Exactly. Putting out work, then going to work.
Right, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Taking fights, crushing guys in fights. Like I was getting so offended when they were offering me these fights and acting like these fights was. I'm like, these guys really don't. Okay, that's cool. You know, this is a blessing because I get to show them. I get to show them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep showing them. Like I really do this, Fred. I do this. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like my name should be up there against the best super middleweights, and my check should be looking like the best super middleweight checks. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Fred, look how motivated I am not making no money. Imagine if they gave me 800,000, 700,000. I'm going to decapitate somebody, literally.
Man. Yeah. Right.
Real.
And Lonnie, they asking how to follow you.
Oh yeah. IG. Thank you.
On Instagram is Lonnie B the Great. LONNIE B the Great. On Facebook, Lionel Lonnie B Thompson. On Twitter, Lonnie B the Great. And on Snapchat, Lonnie B 168.
And shout out to all my peoples up in that area, man. I got a homeboy up in Seneca and somebody in Cheektowaga, my boy Ken Polk, and also Lancaster, man. So I know the Buffalo area a little bit, man. Did some work up there, you know what I mean? But shout out to the West Side, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, we appreciate you coming in here.
No, listen, I appreciate you, brothers, man. And Fred, whenever you're in Vegas, get up with me. You know what I mean?
I'll be there for Earl. I'll hit you for sure.
Yeah, whenever you're in Vegas, let's get up, kick it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me and BB. We coming down. We get there Thursday, so we'll definitely hit you for sure.
Oh yeah, we got a link because Wednesday my birthday.
No, August 18th.
Oh, okay, August. Okay. I'm like,
August 18th. We'll still celebrate your birthday. We'll still celebrate your birthday for sure. We'll still do that. Appreciate you, Keely, man. Thank you for coming in here, man. Thank you.
I'm gonna be cheesing from ear to ear at work.
That's love, man. Well, you gonna get your phone gonna be ringing tomorrow. I'll tell you that. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. And tell Travell we said thank you. Tell T we said thank you. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys, man. Shout out to my man Travell too.
Yeah, tell him we said thank you for sure. He listening. Right. Appreciate you.
All right, well.
Yeah, peace. And that's it.